If you don't have this type of back, and you have this type of back, then you should try and implement these tips in this video. They're specifically for you and for us, because our backs are small. Chapter 1 of how we're gonna grow our back is form and warm up. First things first, shoulders in, chest up, squeeze all the way down. We want to get the full range of motion. Look with his arms going down to the chest, all the way up, stretching the back, and then retracting again, pulling. If you don't have your form as a priority, then the chances of getting an injury or not even growing your back are higher. So focus on this first, and then we're gonna focus on increasing the weight and getting a bigger back. Next, we have your feeder sets, which most people call them warm-up sets. Here you want to do 2 to 3 sets so that you promote a lot of blood flow into the muscle, contract that back, so that when you go into your working sets, you're nice and warm and ready to pull the heavy weights. And whilst you do your feeder sets, keep in mind the reps should be below 10 so that you don't pre-exhaust the muscles for the heavy sets. Now we got 2 working sets. We've got 100 kilograms on the plate. Last week we did it for 8. Now we aim for 10. However, as you can see, the back exercise, lat pull down, is never easy to get a full range of motion on the very last reps. So instead, we're doing a lengthened last reps so we can push and really get all of that effort into the back. And while you got how many reps? 11. 11 reps, brother. 11. 3 more extra. Bro is flying through these ones, because if you have the time, what you can do, what we like to do, is add 1 extra set of 15 reps. This way, we are focusing on full range of motion, getting all the way down, power to the chest, and doing more volume than last week. This is how we guarantee some back growth. By hitting different rep ranges and muscle types. Wrist positioning. By having a pronated grip, you're focusing more on the width of the back and thickness, whereas if you have this grip, which is a neutral, you're focusing more on squeezing the lat on the lower part, which also correlates to width. In my opinion, the best way is to balance both grips. On one day, the first back day of your week, do a pronated grip, and on the second day of your back, and the second day of your back workout is going to be a neutral grip. This way you can emphasize on all the different muscle groups and hit it from different angles. What about range of motion? That last set was very short range of motion, but the weight was heavy. I'll show you now what's the difference between 2 weights. We go 66 kilograms, set up. Look all the way I can go to here. Whereas, of course, the more weight you put, the lower, the shorter the range of motion. Simply can't pull the way, but for that weight, that's the full range of motion I can manage. So, the next point is the most vital one: how you can grow your back. The one that we're gonna start implementing from now on. how do we figure out the lengthened rep? We'll take a look at this seated lateral raise. When you go all the way to the top, you complete a full range of motion. And when you go all the way to the bottom is when you have the lengthened part of this exercise. This basically means that when you're at the bottom, is the part. This basically means that at the bottom is the part where you can do partial reps. As I'm doing my last rep right here, it's going all the way to maximal failure. I think I can do one more. And you can see I can do just a partial. So I'm cranking out 1, 2, and 3. Bam. That's how you grow bigger shoulders. Honestly though, there's new research that Jeff Nippard came across. And there's obviously I think about 9, maybe even 18 studies on this topic. How the lengthened part of the range of motion is more effective to build muscle. However, if you think about it, the old bodybuilders, they were doing the same. Look at all the Ronnie Coleman, Michael Hearn, Seba now, he's also training with partials. And he's won Mr. Olympia. Just goes to show how powerful this method and this technique to push to failure, meaning absolute failure, not just full range of motion failure, but partial range of motion failure, brings extraordinary gains. And if you want to grow your back, because I don't want to grow my back, this is what we have to implement. This is what we have to start doing seriously. And the last tip we're gonna give you to grow your chest, back, and any other muscle group is to pause at the lengthened position of the exercise, which is right here. There you go, fully extend all the way down. Bam! Pause it right there. And you're gonna get extra gains on every single rep that you do. Because the science says, there's been experiments saying that this is how you grow muscle. This is how you can get more gain for the same exercises and time that you put in the gym. It's a very simple principle, but as a last tip, it's not underestimated. Use it and you'll see some massive growth. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope all of the information is going to be useful for your gains on your back, on your chest, on your shoulders, every single muscle group. If you're serious about getting coached, about getting on stage, getting in shape for next summer, get in touch with us by clicking the link in the bio and completing the application form to be a part of our team, group of people who are like-minded with a goal to get to the best ultimate version for themselves, to get amazing habits, to get an amazing body. All of these things are included in our monthly coaching, and if you're looking just for a program, then you can find the programs in the link below as well. Go get them gains, brother.